Puppetry is everything. It's just a reflection of the world. It reflects our humanity back to us in a way that is either stirring or thought-provoking. Paperhand is basically a puppet theater troupe that uses giant puppets and masks.
A lot of things people wouldn't even consider puppets. Stilt walkers and shadow puppets, pieces of paper, really large puppets that take 60 people to move.
The school of puppetry that we come from was bread and puppet. For them, masks and any kind of thing made with paper is all puppetry. We made a lot of hands, and hands are so expressive, and they have a lot of gestures. We just had this image of like a big hand made of paper mache coming out of the clouds and intervening into people's everyday lives. I got into puppetry because of the excitement that got generated in me when I got exposed to the idea of using inanimate objects and masks and things to tell stories. And then there's the dance and theater elements that go into the performance of puppetry. And then there's the music that supports it all and breathes life into it.
This black paper is going to be the puppet, and we cut it out with knives on this mat. It has a similar quality of staring into a fire or at a TV screen where there's this glowing thing that sort of draws your eye in.
You can just completely let go of everything. You get swept into another world. You can go into realms of the fantastical with like large creatures and beasts and things that are way outsized. Like a spider with 10 puppeteers, that huge thing that takes up 40 feet in diameter. We sometimes push the limit with some of the largest puppets that we have as to what can be physically carried by any, human.
Holding up a 20-foot tall puppet is a real trick. Usually takes at least a couple people to lift one up that's that large. You're trying to project your center of balance way up above your head.
With the giant puppets, it's just moving to stage right and moving to stage left, and you're just sort of hoping that by how you're moving it in a general way and then how you've painted it, that it's expressing what you want it to express. When I do each movement, I just want every ounce of my being to have only that intention that gives life to that object.
I'm a naturally shy person, but doing puppetry for me is like a way of expressing my inner ham. But putting a piece of cardboard on my head and saying like, I am this fox, I basically will focus my attention here or here or wherever I'm, and this is me. And so it's about that thing and those actions. And it's really a joy to say like, I am that thing, you know, because how often in your regular life do you say like, I'm a dragon, I'm a fierce dragon and I'm attacking the night or whatever, or I'm a goddess and I'm spinning around and spreading love on the world. I mean, this is what you're doing. You're putting yourself into that character. We heard this story about this family that had gone to see the show, and they were trying to bring Grandma along, and Grandma didn't want to go. And when she saw that piece, she was so wrapped into it, she was so engaged. Later on, when they got home, she brought out all these old family albums and started showing everybody pictures that people had never seen before. Apparently, she used to watch TV all the time, and then she stopped really being interested in watching TV and wanted to like get out into the world more. And it's kind of one of those like, that's what you'd sort of hope that some art piece that you would create would do for somebody in an ideal world.
I just think there's a way that people are given an allowance to connect in a different way, in a deeper way. People allow themselves to suspend their disbelief and really empathize with the puppet.
Ultimately, our lives are changed and created by the stories that we're telling ourselves in our heads all the time about like, this is who I am, this is me, this is my life story. This is not an animatronic lifelike thing. This is a piece of cardboard. And the audience is looking at it and they're going, that's just a piece of cardboard. And then suddenly something switches in their head and they see the life in that cardboard. It's that synapse that allows for there to be mysterious things in the world.
Puppetry is very viscerally exciting. The fact that you have all of this art coming together into a synergistic creative explosion.